大学指考英文测验100题我们看5之5我们这边念一下你自己试着去答复当然如果不确定答案的话你可以问我，当然了这我也会在后面呢会把这些答案再录新的视频把答案讲出来。我们看看念一下When dining at a restaurant, we need to be peculiar. We need to be defensive, noticeable, considerate of other customers, and keep our conversations at an appropriate noise level. 这一题不难John shows indifference. John shows sympathy.John shows ambiguity. John shows desperation towards his classmates. He doesn't take part in any of the class activities and doesn't even bother talking to other students in his class. To meet the unique needs of the elderly, the company designed a cell phone necessarily for seniors, relatively for seniors, specifically for seniors, voluntarily for seniors, which is big buttons and large color displays. A well-constructed building has a better chance of undertaking, conceiving, executing, withstanding natural disasters such as typhoons, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Our family doctor has repeatedly warned me that spicy food may irritate my stomach, may liberate my stomach, may kidnap my stomach, may override my stomach, so I'd better stay away from it. Because the new principal is young and inexperienced, the teachers are passionate or impressive.Or arrogant or skeptical about whether it can run the school well. Many universities offer a large number of scholarships as an ornament, as an incentive, as an emphasis, as an application to attract outstanding students to enroll in their schools. Since Danner is such an authentic speaker,an imperative speaker, an eloquent speaker, an optional speaker. She has won several medals for her school in national speech contests. The candidate made energy evolution, energy conservation, energy donation, energy opposition the central theme of his campaign, calling for a great reduction in oil consumption.Concerned about mudslides, the local government quickly evacuated, suffocated, humiliated, accommodated villagers from their homes before the typhoon hit the mountain area. Industrial waste must be carefully handled, or it will contaminate, facilitate, manipulate the public water supply.John's vision was direct, concrete, and simple, and he recorded universally, scarcely, passively, faithfully the incidents of everyday life. The government cannot find a good reason to abolish, to escort, to justify, to mingle its high expenses on weapons, especially when the number of people living in poverty is so high. The writing teachers found that reading fantasies such as J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter may inspire her students to think and write with creativity, with generosity, with superstition, with foundation.Since several tried to child abuse, child absence, child defect cases were reported on TV news. The public has become more aware of the issue of domestic violence. Helen's doctor suggests that she undergo 这边他题目出错了啊，不能用原形动词，要用副词 underwent 啊，应该用 underwent 才对啊。She underwent a heart surgery, but she decided to ask for a second purpose, a second statement, a second opinion, a second excuse for another doctor. All candidates selected after preliminary screening, after affectionate screening, after controversial screening, after excessive screening will be further invited to an interview. Afterwards, the final admission decision will be made. To prevent terrorist attacks, the security guards at the airport check our luggage carefully to see if there are any dynamic items, any identical items, any permanent items, any explosive items, or other dangerous objects. In the desert, a huge mall with art galleries, theaters, and museums will be constructed to convert, to defend, to shelter, to vacuum visitors from the heat outside. Judge Harris always has good points to make. Her arguments are very emphatic, are very indifferent, are very dominant, are very persuasive, as they are based on logic and sound reasoning. 这集讲到这里。